Hey, this is Spartan200 and today I'm going to be talking about the Red Bull Battlegrounds. So, it was a really interesting tournament that happened last weekend, and due to me watching it, I wasn't able to make any videos, so I'm sorry for that, but hey, at least I got to make this video talking about it. So, there are two matches I really want to talk to you about, and also just a potential buff that Hydralisks may need to compensate for the Protoss Void Ray. So, first, I wanted to talk about Game 3 of Scarlet versus Bomber. So, this is a very great game between Scarlet versus Bomber. It opened with Bomber making a failed cheese against Scarlet. Scarlet went for an early spawning pool, which allowed her to counter Bomber's cheese. The cheese was, I think it was Proxy Barracks. Eventually, though, it went into a macro game and then a low resource game where both sides ran out of bases or had very few. And essentially was very interesting. Scarlet was using Banelings as mines, which I have seen it before, but not as well. Another interesting thing that happened was just final Baneling hits that she made that won her the game. I'm going to try to end the video with those hits, but it was just incredible. It really was. Another great game was SOS versus Scarlet Game 3. So, it was played on the same map as you see now, and if you look in the top middle of this map, you'll essentially notice that there's a very large amount of open space, and in that space flyers can go. A unit that happens to be a flyer for the Protoss is the Tempest, which is also super long range. So what was very interesting was that SOS opened up with a Oracle harass, but he kept the Oracle alive. So then what he did was he started building Tempest using an early fleet beacon, and he placed the Tempest in that open space. After using the Oracle's Envision ability on Scarlet's army, he managed to get full view when the Tempests were just pounding on this. You'll also notice that nearby that area is 2 gold bases. So Scarlet was in a really odd situation where if she left to avoid getting hammered by the Tempest, SOS would have taken the gold base. But if she stayed, she's going to get killed by those Tempests. It was really interesting, and I've tried to imitate that build on other maps, mostly because this map isn't available in Ladder right now. It didn't work too well, and that's probably because, well, 2 reasons. First off, I have terrible micro, and as a result, I keep on losing the, what's it called, Oracle, probably why I am still in Silver League. But also, it probably just works for that map simply because there's just so much open space, and leaving that area gives you gold base. So, it's very interesting, and I would like to see more Tempest in Protoss vs. Zerg. The last thing I wanted to talk about was possibly buffing Hydralisks. So this is coming from a Silver League Protoss point of view, so take it with a mountain full of salt. But the reason I say this is that the Hydralisk is, from my understanding, supposed to counter the Void Ray. So, it helps with the check and balance on it, but the issue is that I'm watching one of the matches, and then I just see 15 Void Rays take out 30-something Hydralisks. What? Like, that's a lot of Hydralisks, and they're anti-Void Ray. Like, I understand that's supposed to be that, 2-3 Hydralisks should take out a single Void Ray just because of the price difference, but it's still just ridiculous that the Void Rays are so powerful. I don't think that they should debuff Void Rays just because, that would have unforeseen consequences in Protoss versus Terran and Protoss versus Protoss. But I think the way to fix that is give Hydralisks a buff, maybe some kind of bonus against air units, but maybe a very specific type of air, because then they get a bonus versus Colossus, and you get this whole balancing mess, because the Colossus is supposed to counter the Hydralisk. It's very interesting, and balancing is obviously very difficult, considering how just unique every unit happens to be. So overall, I did very much enjoy the tournament. That's why I wanted to make this video talking about it. If anyone wants to have a discussion about it in the comment section, I'd be very happy to do it. I'm Spartan300 Therm. A like and subscription are appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.